Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everyone. Today, I want to tell you all the story called The Origins of Reok Ponorogo. But before we go to the story, let me tell you about myself and some information about Reok Ponorogo. Okay, my name is Firman Maulana Ibrahim from class 11 Hospitality 2. Reok Ponorogo is a traditional performing art from Ponorogo, East Java that blends dance, music, and mythology. Its most iconic feature is the Singo Barong, a large mask shaped like a tiger's head adorned with peacock feathers, which a performer carries using only their teeth. The art form, which depicts themes of courage and solidarity, is also a symbol of community and is performed at various celebrations. It has been officially recognized as intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO. That's all I can say about Reok Ponorogo, and let's get to the story. A long time ago, there was a kingdom in Kediri, East Java. The king had a beautiful daughter. Her name was Princess Dewi Sanggarangit. She was not only beautiful, but also had a great personality. She liked to help people, and she never treated people differently. Princess Dewi Sanggarangit was single. Although many young men had come to propose her to be their wife, the princess still didn't want to get married yet. It made the king restless. "My daughter, what are you waiting for? You are old enough to get married." "I know that, father, and I will pray to God to give me guidance," said the princess. Princess Dewi Sanggarangit didn't want to choose the wrong husband. Therefore, she meditated, asking God to give her guidance on how to choose the right husband. While during her meditation, the princess had a vision. It was seen that in her wedding party, people enjoy watching a dance. It was not a common dance that she had seen before. The dancers were dancing following the harmonies from gamelan. It is the traditional music instrument in Java. There were also horses lining up. They were following the bride and the groom. And the most interesting attraction was the performance of a two-headed animal. The princess told the king about her vision during meditation. The king then made an announcement. He said that any man could realize his daughter's wish could marry her. One by one, they gave up. They said it was very difficult to hold the dance, especially the performance of the two-headed animal. However, there were two men who still wanted to continue. They were King Singabarong from Lodaya Kingdom and King Klanas Wandana from Bandarangin Kingdom. King Singaborong was a mean. He would hurt anyone who did not obey him. King Singaborong was very strange. He was a human, but he had lion head. He was very tall and big man. His head been hairy just like a lion's head. There were many fleas on his head. Therefore, he kept a peacock. He always brought his peacock with him. And whenever he felt itchy, he asked his bird to peck and beat the fleas. Meanwhile, King Klanas Wandana was a handsome man. He was wise and kind to his people. The king had a great supernatural power. He was still single and he really loved Princess Dewi Sanggarangit. He was sure that he could hold the dance. Both kings worked very hard to anticipate his competitor. King Singaborong sent his soldier to spy King Klanas Wandana. The report shocked King Singaborong. He said that King Klanas Wandana already had 140 twin horses. King Singaborong was upset. He planned to attack King Klanas Wandana and stole his horses. Soon, King Singaborong and his soldier arrived at Kingdom of Bandarangin. Finally, the two kings were facing each other. While they were fighting, suddenly King Singaborong felt very itchy in his head. He could not stand it anymore. He asked his peacock to peck his head. King Klanas Wandana didn't want to waste the great opportunity. With his supernatural power, he wiped the King Singaborong. Amazingly, King Singaborong changed into a very strange animal. His peacock joined his head. King Singaborong had changed into a two-headed animal. King Klanas Wandana immediately brought the two-headed animal and performed the dance. Princess Dewi Sanggarangit was amazed, and as promised, she agreed to marry King Klanas Wandana. And she was brought to Wengker in Bandarangin Kingdom. Wengker was the other name of Ponorogo. Since then, people named the dance as the Ponorogo dance. Okay, that's all I can say about the story of Reok Ponorogo. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye and see you soon.